WMD system displaying erratic behavior. Causal origin traced to waste management, disposal SI, in maintenance subsector 41A. Tasks. Locate WMD control room. Interface with WMD SI. Diagnose cause of error. Conduct any repairs needed. End work order.
Here, listen up. I had sewage coming out of my fucking rinser this morning, and it's like showering in manure. I want this fixed. Get it done before end of cycle, and I'll throw in a juicy bonus.
So, they finally sent backup. Guess the problem must have reached the stack top, so Boom would have left me here to be scavenged for orcs. Drummer, hope you came armed. SI's locked itself into a recursive void loop. Whatever caused it's beyond that door, together with a whole lot of ferals who came out of nowhere. Took a fat bite out of my thigh. Was all I could do to crawl in here and put the room in lockdown. You'll help out, right? Yeah, those ferals mean business. Almost got me. Don't go in there unless you're packing. They didn't tell you I was already down here. Poon, that dirty fucking Jacqueline. Yeah, something caused the SI to implode. There's been some strange power surges down here in the deep stink lately. So it might be related. But I don't know. Answers beyond that door. Larger in the suits down here. And hungry, too. SI's the sentient intelligence operating this here ultra-complex machinery. Now, we're talking the most basic forms of sentience. It's not an AGI. Way back's clear now, right? Right. I'm gonna hobble back upstairs, find cheap soup Poon and, well, do nothing, I guess. I've lifted the lockdown. Good luck.
Group selection civilian. Group selection.
Report. Power readings erratic. Energy fluctuations affecting WMD system. Exact cause unknown. SI offline as protective measure. Current repair protocols invalid. End report.
This is Boone. We're waiting around in feces up here, and you send me reports about erratic energy fluctuations? You have one job. Get it done. I've uploaded the SI access override codes. Don't ping me again until it's done.
Alternate system access code downloaded. Installing. Done. Revising work order task list. Done. Tasks. Replace external interface circuitry. Purge memory banks. Reset defaults. Circuitry replaced.
Not invited. Move on.
to default. Done. SI ready for reboot. reports incoming. 38 local malfunction. to obtain full sitrep and clarification. Closest data node available in the Warrens. End suggestion.
Attention, arcology now in default mode. Services will resume shortly. Do not be alarmed. Attention, all indentured workers are to carry on with their current tasks. Do not be alarmed. Attention, arcology now in default mode. Services will resume shortly. Do not be alarmed.
General welcoming message from Stat Boss Poon. To all indents entering Cluster 13, behave, or I'll have you fucking recycled. That is all.
Antiflotier Erdara, Nesjara Orvar, Mirje Brinkvik. Nekken, därför som Mahil alla har men Spirota flera roi, Vargenem, Ligorli Harna, så ett tänkare dit minimogo Auroskuran.
Attention,
inte even en väl Abiskipta karvi daral karvi borginata mo. Langi borginat forms Abiskipta orlar erflands even when just not him up. Neriak amagofut moiran hatuad flip vajanet yatra hema nizan ekvel umalbekan orvar terman. Flip vajanet in the new Abiskipta forms card.
This is the feed with your very own Grateful Abbott. The Ascent Group went into immediate default after the corporate AI filed for bankruptcy one sub-cycle ago. All attempts to contact the corporate board has failed, and we've yet to receive an official statement. The Ascent Group arcology on Velis has shut down, with some claiming it's gone into default mode. If this is true, without AG security, corporate grab teams will already be moving in. All the luck to them. As I always say, one being's ill fortune is another's opportunity. Stay tuned.
To all hammers in Cluster 13, this is Poon. As you've probably noticed, our dear ontology just defaulted. I don't give a feral's ass about the whys and wherefores. Business will go on as usual. That means no panic, no whining, and certainly no slacking off. Business as usual. Understood? Poon out. Here. Where the fuck have you been? Forget about that ESAC lift. We got much bigger problems. Come find me at the Serenity Boss.
Chrome itch, data burn, neural pains, general anxiety, impotence. Whatever it is, Hans can surely help. Here are stims and salves to satisfy every need. My, what a formidable specimen you are. If there's nothing Hans can offer you, maybe there is something you can do for Hans. Interested? Wonderful. Hans will proceed to explain the situation. You see, Hans's signature ramrod bomb has been flying off the shelves lately. It seems especially popular with the gentlemen. Now the stock is running low and Hans lacks enough ingredients to make more. One particular item is rather hard to come by. It's feral testicles, you see. They're balls, if you will. They possess extraordinary potency due to the tough environments they grow in. The ferals in question are unlikely to part with their vitals willingly, so Hans expects you will have to get your hands dirty. But Hans will make it worthwhile for you. Return when you've gathered enough.
Fonds, Minigras, Sval, Mocha, Valley, Unir, Teke, Kim.
Good, eh? Plenty of things looking to flatline you round here. Yeah, I've been trying to warn everyone, but nobody listens to old Trummer. Corpse sec gone, and the auto defense is offline. It's only a matter of time before the ferals come calling. Watch your back, is all I'm saying. It's a bloody bot fest is what it is. The AGI's no longer around to keep watch over the local data net. Everyone and their cousins hacking into the bots, causing all sorts of mischief and mayhem. Never liked those things. It was quite simple, really. The Liquid Quicks used to be the big baddies round here, led by a guy named Trenning. He and Poon are cozy from what I hear. I bet Poon's pockets are getting lined, but can I prove it? Of course not. Quicks were never friendly with the Turbo Vipers. Now with CorpSec gone, the Vipers suddenly decided to grab some territory. It's an all-out turf war out there, and I'm happy staying right in. Don't be fooled by their brush suits and posh manners. The Rogenils just as soon kill you as look at you. There really ain't much separating them from the Quicks and the Vipers, except maybe they got more creds to their names. Some fancy rules governing how they fuck the indents over. Bloody Stay away from the corporate grab teams, friend. Those are as professional as they come. Trained killers. Only the largest multi-corps can afford to keep them on a retainer. They use AGIs to grab property, needed for imprinting the property SI or some such. Make it a point not to fuck with anyone who has direct access to an AGI. Spooky things, if you ask me. Not natural. Yeah, I know things. I get around. But I'm gonna stay as far away from any CGT as I can. Rather mess with a nest, eh? Which corpse you wondering about? Well, you got the gangs, you got the Rojin, and then you got Onyx Void. That little outfit spans all of Velis, and all the commons too, from what I hear. Probably the rest of the known galaxy. Don't fuck with them, and they won't fuck with you. Unless they got a contract for you or some such. Then you're fucked anyway. Better just hope they flatline you on the spot. I hear they like to use their targets for sport now and then. Indents, who try to justify their bollocks existence by worshipping the corporation that owns them. Sort of tragic, if you ask me. Then again, I never was one for clubs and groups and teams. More of a loner, me. There's a new influencer leading them, enthusiastic type. Not sure what they hope to accomplish now that the Ascent group's gone kaput. But to each their own, I guess. They're as corrupt as anyone, but at least they kept things somewhat under control around here. Can't say as I blame them for leaving their posts. I would too if I didn't get paid. The corp sector's all trouble been around. All trouble been around. Yeah, there were a lot of shutdowns when the AGI went blank. Security doors and whatnot closing all over the place. It's an automated corpsec measure. Divide and control, right? Except there's no one left in charge to divide and control nothing. Passages are starting to open up. The gangs are pulping and flatlining one another to see who's got the biggest knob. They're making a feral casserole of the security systems while they're at it. Dimtown set up their own security to cope. Now it's invites only. And probably going to stay that way for a while. There's many tales about that flooding as there are indents in the Warrens. Why haven't they drained that little puddle, you ask? And you wouldn't be the first. There's been plenty of attempts to clear Black Lake, but they've all been derailed in different ways. Sudden budget changes, sudden deaths, so on. It's almost as if someone doesn't want the water gone from that place. Habstacks are built in clusters, see? Each cluster's run by a stack boss. Supposed to be the one making sure services are running, and the habs are, well, habitable. Indents don't get much of a say in what stacks we live in. It's assigned on a needs basis, based on some SI algo. The stack bosses decide in the end, so everybody kisses stack boss arse. Anything to get a few floors up, or get a functional rinser or whatever. Boone runs Cluster 13. He's a tight-fisted balloon wrinkle. Corrupt to the bone. But I have to admit, he does look after us. Only so he can fuck us over himself. Not a place for organics like you and me. Some call it the beating heart of the arcology, but there's nothing alive about that place. Just endless amounts of hydrogen-cooled bits and bytes. But D-Nexus is also where the bots and monos go to recharge. Unless you're made of silicon, there's nothing for you there, mate. Best stay away. Well, you got the deep stink at the bottom. You're well versed in that sector. Then you got us low-hammers scraping by in the Warrens on the lower levels, with the commercial zones, nodes and docks and stuff above us. Up at the very top, you got the glitzy pinnacle. Need more U-creds than we'd ever make in a lifetime, just to get a glimpse of what it's like up there. The Ascent group board sits up there too. A foreign wankers. They got us into this mess. Good, eh? You're looking for a bit of fun? Well, the gamblers try their luck at the Speed Crust racetrack or the Golden Satori Casino. I get my fix in the cyberscape. Leveling up a new avatar as we speak. Gonna be a drone hunter. Then there's stims. Whatever works for you. Just don't touch anything made for jack-o'-lanterns. Unless you want to fuse every neuron in your brain into a solid block of stupid. Gotta say, mate, you don't look much like the gambling type. Or a stim fiend either, for that matter. Well, that's where we all get our news. If you can call it that, the corporate propaganda they pump out. I've always liked Abbott. Seems like a nice bloke. And I appreciate how he always puts a happy spin on things. Life as an indent's bollocks enough as it is. There's no need to make it worse by waddling in someone else's troubles. I hear Abbott's based right here in our ecology. It doesn't half seem to favour news from round here. Lots of people around who pissed someone off at one point or another, and I got a bounty for it. If you take one out, you can collect from the bartenders. If you bring proof, of course. Bounties are ranked. And the higher the rank, the better the pay. The bigger the chance you'll end up a bloody smear on the wall. I used to collect the occasional back in the day, but I gave up on that long ago. That's the youngest game, that. Any licensed grafter can install your rogues. The good ones might even offer to sedate you before they bring out the knives and lasers. You got what it takes, they can even upgrade your existing systems. Fine-tune them in different ways. I make a point of seeing them regularly. It doesn't do to have outdated orgs when you rely on them for work. You got the U-creds to spend, you get all sorts of stuff. Guns, tack gear, cyberdecks and whatnot. Oh, and you can find vendors in the strangest of places. Some of them might have some really fancy wares too. If you need to update the nav grid on your imp, you just need to jack into any nav point you find. It'll cost you, but could be worth it. Never was a big spender. Saving up to buy back my contract. I know the deep stink like the back of my paw. Some interesting individuals in this here arcology. Look, I know you and Poon have got some sort of ongoing agreement, so I'd better keep my trap shut. I blabber too much anyway. Enough to say that I'd skin that scurvy jackal and use his prickly hide to wipe me arse with if I could get away with it. Yeah, we go out for a drink every now and then. Brush up on our mutual hatred. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer and all that. Plenty of things that look to kill you lurking around.
You there. Yes, you. The one standing around, gawking awkwardly at all the magnificence you see before you. Yes, it's true. We're on the verge of a breakthrough here. One of the biggest ever in the history of science. Dieselcheck's my name. And what we're trying to do here is, well, it has to do with teleportation, you see. I have a new field generator here, and what it does is rather than teleport a person or object, well, it just keeps them in that in-between state instead. Rattles their molecules, so to speak, where they remain in stasis. Enough rattling and, well, kablooey. Of course, we do need just a tad bit more information here before the tech is perfected. And so what do you say? Can you head on out into the field, get us a little bit more data? Well, that's just fantastic, just fantastic. What we need, specifically, is some real-time combat data from out and about. Just get on out there, put some baddies into stasis, and just keep on keeping on, even after stasis has been achieved. I mean, really just rev it up and see what happens. We need to push it to the utmost extremes here. Of course, there's a very good chance that our subjects may not survive this data collection process. But hey, it's all in the name of science, right? Well, that and money, that helps too. So you're ready to do your part? Go down in history as an accomplice to my genius? Just head back this way once you've had enough test subjects, and we'll see what we can do.
Look, when we need a company rally or inspirational calf mugs to hand out, I'll let you know, okay?
Why the hostility, Poon? All I'm saying is that we should stick together in a time of crisis, and that we're here to help in any way we can.
And all I'm saying is that I don't see how you can help right now. The Ascent group is gone, and the board has gone quieter than a null-spaced column. Maybe you people should start looking to what's next.
The Ascent group is not just the board, Poon. It's us. All of us. United around an idea. The corporation can only collapse if we allow it.
Whatever. An idea won't feed my indents or provide security when Corpsec gets wise to the fact that their paychecks aren't coming. Now, you'll have to excuse me. My next meeting just arrived.
Fine. We'll talk again later, Poon.
And they're idiots. Oh, look at you. Positively bristling with ambition and a taste for mindless violence. Just what I need. My PA before was pure bullshit. This is a crisis supernova. The Ascent group has collapsed. Our ecology's gone into default, and we've lost contact with the board. Not that I expect those sleek suits to be able to unfuck this situation in any meaningful way. No one is getting paid, and Corpsec will soon realize that they're risking their necks for exactly 0 Eucreds. We can expect security to implode before the cycle is over. The Ascent Group AGI suddenly went quiet. That's never happened before. So the market went apeshit and forced the Ascent Group into immediate bankruptcy. Now all local SIs are operating independently. Hundreds of optimizer protocols fighting for the same scraps. We're gonna see nutrient and energy shortages within just a few cycles. Thousands of Hebbers here will suffer. Am I painting a bleak enough picture for you? We're mutually dependent on the neighboring clusters for food, energy, and other essentials. It pains me to say this, but it looks like we're gonna have to cooperate our way out of this epic mess. The other stack bosses have agreed to meet. They're a bunch of incompetent hard-noses, so don't get your hopes up. But I don't see any other options, and my imp won't shut up about this being the only way forward. I want you to handle security for the moot. In a crisis like this, you can always expect to see a few witless wonders stepping up to bat. The Turbo Vipers are already trying on a protection racket so stupid it defies comprehension. Questions? Shoot. They're threatening to attack the meeting, and I want you there if they do. The latest cream of the scum crop out there. With everything going on, they're seeing an opportunity to strengthen their stock. But I won't allow that on my watch. Can't give in to the imbeciles. Yeah, so with the corporation gone kaput, ownership of the arcology is in flux. The other corporations will be sending in CGTs to grab what they can. We're like an AUG-6 stiff right now, soon to be hacked up for parts by a bunch of greedy grafters. All payouts, including yours I might add, have been halted due to the bankruptcy. But I'm hoping it'll be a little while before CorpSec realize the magnitude of this disaster and leave their posts. It's all very clever. No single cluster is self-sufficient. You're smart enough to figure out why. If I can reach an agreement with the other bosses, I believe we have a fair shot at getting through this. Considering the way things have been falling apart these last few months, we should have seen it coming. But yeah, this is the largest corporate collapse yet on Velis. Uncharted territory. I expect they're busy ejecting themselves from this mess and assigning blame to everyone else. First they run the entire corporation into the ground, and then they shut themselves into the Skyview levels. But I guess that's what you can expect from a bunch of greedy foreigners. All right, enough questions. First, I need you to go to the grinder and scout ahead. Oh, and you'll need to gear up. Won't just be facing deep sink ferals anymore. Talk to my man Clobber. He'll set you up. Feel free to flatline any slag-headed turbo viper just looking at you sideways. Here? Good. Let's get this show on the road!
You must be Poomslay's pet project. He warned me you'd stop by. Looks like you picked that gear from a Warren's garbage dump. An upgrade is death in order. Here, I've sent you markers for a grafter, an armor guy, and a weapons dealer. Check in with this is your lucky fucking day, because I'm also gonna give you a handout. A little something to get you started. Courtesy of Poom. And please try to exceed my non-existent expectations by not spending it all on snooze and crime-down bets. Off you go.
This is the feed with your very own Grateful Abbott. The Ascent group went into immediate default after the corporate AI followed until it is if the left is for the car, the way they've been as art.
Great selection.
regret staying.
Oh, you have returned. Hans is beside himself with excitement, and you've gathered the specimens needed. Wonderful. Hans promised to pay, and here it is. A booster of health and well-being to relieve your daily aches and sufferings. Worth more than any measly sum of Eucreds. Thank you again, and please stop by anytime, should you have need of anything else.
Surveillance reports indicate an aggressive turbo viper expansion closing in cluster 13. Proceed with caution. investment spot for local entrepreneurs seeking unwilling investors.
One of their rising stars. They think this thing will blow over and the Ascent group will be restored. Joke's on them.
Contested by the Turbo Vipers and Liquid Quick gangs. Suggest threat management through the use of overwhelming lethal force. No fucking playground. Portsec rarely bothers, and the place is ruled by creeps and assholes, all of them armed to the teeth. 1,387 beings, 36% of which are indent, and the rest non-res habitators. Violent incidents, including murders.
We just learned that the Turbo Vipers are going all in. They've sent a bunch of amped-up stim brutes and their leash-holding fulcrums into the grinder to disrupt the moot. See you there already. Hold the fort. We'll be arriving shortly. Did you see those orcs? Why the fuck did they attack the moot? Whatever, I'm coming out.
There! Meeting done! Raging success! The other bosses are on board. We'll begin coordinating our cluster SIs and redistributing vital supplies in a few hours. We still have plenty of work to do, but this is as good a start as we could hope for. But who the flaming fuck were those amped-up flatliners? Damn it! I need more problems about as much as I need a rectum on my forehead. And yes, I know there are a few evolutionary dead ends like that around, but you get my drift. Someone's pinging me. Hang on. Phone here. Yes. Yes. No. Fuck. That was Admin Denker. While we were splooging all over ourselves here, someone went and grabbed a whole bunch of habbers. My habbers! Seems the attack here was a diversion for the kidnapping. I gotta get back. Don't stray too far! I have a feeling we'll need your help again soon.
Navigation data indicates an interlink station nearby. Utilize this for speedy transportation to Cluster 13, located north of present location.
Oh, here, we're in deep shit. Figuratively this time. I need you and your taste for murder and mayhem to come and see me at the Serenity. Stat.
What? Ah, what a specimen. You must help me. I'm on the verge of an enormous breakthrough, but I need assistance. My name is Dr. Humidor. Perhaps you know of my work. No? Well, I am in need of a fearless indent. Is that you? Excellent. See, I specialize in germline bacteria modifications, but I'm having trouble growing my samples. This latest batch needs an abundance of humidity. So I will send you, someone used to a life of adventure. Place these Petri dishes at the locations I've sent your imp. Off you go. Great things await.
Hey, you, little guy. Yeah, that's right. Seen you around here. Maybe you can lend all Atticus a hand. Biz ain't been so great lately, but I'm thinking there might be a way we can turn that around. See, all these weaklings in here, they just don't have the time or the patience to really build out their physiques. Know what I mean? Pains me to say it, but gone are the days when you'd put in months, years to really pump yourself up, build yourself out. Now, everyone wants instant results in, like, weeks. I've tried doing it old school here, but the clients just aren't having it. They want to get pumped, and they want it now. So I'm thinking, well, if the customer is always right, maybe a little chemical enhancement might just be the thing. So, would you mind fetching a little something for me? A little chemical booster. Awesome, bro, you're a lifesaver. I need to pick up this shipment of chemical enhancers for me. It's in the node, I'm sure you know the place. You can grab the goods from my contact over there. Bring everything back right away, and I'll cut you in on a nice little slice of the delivery.
Take one more step, make my day.
detected. Act accordingly.
That quiche might be officially off-grid, but you can bet your sweet ass he's still hooked up to the tangle somehow.
You're Poom's errand runner, aren't you? Seen you around. I mean, team. Got an errand for you, if you're interested. Just some fact-finding. Yeah? Great. So this is what gives. Need you to find a kin of mine. Last seen in transit to the morgue. Yes, of course she's dead. What do you think, I'm stupid? She's dead, and her corpse is gone. And it's a fucking tragedy, all right? First, my buddy Tim joins Edco, so I never see his sorry ass again. And then Indina goes and fucking croaks on me. But I can't mourn her, because I ain't got no body to mourn over. How can I recycle what ain't there? Those fucktaras at the morgue said they never even got her in the first place. But that's complete crock, because I fucking made sure the hospital sent her. To get her post-mortemed and all that. Had some insurance to cash in on. And yeah, that's a fucking mess now. Well, with no body. Anyway, I need someone of your stature to go talk to them corpse fuckers. Maybe check their database. I'd do it myself, but I'm a fucking Carlin. About as intimidating as a shit stinger. You find Indina's body, I give the insurance payout, and you get a cut. That's it. Simple. Let me know what you find.
I didn't think I'd be showering in urine ever again after you fixed the WMD, but it seems the golden showers won't dry up anytime soon. The kidnappers didn't just grab any random haber they came reading. Instead, they managed to kidnap almost every key alpha and beta level indent in the cluster. The very people we need to keep this place running. Corpsec disintegrating, I currently have zero access to the security systems. So I don't have a fucking clue where our havers are, who took them, or why. If someone wanted to cripple our cluster, they couldn't have done a better job. I need you to get these people back. Not for their sake, but for ours. You're gonna need help infiltrating the security systems, and I might have a lead for you. There's a quiche. Yeah, I know. But he's a mean icecracker, a real net sage. I've employed his services once before. Unfortunately, it didn't end well, and I might have screwed him over a bit. Needless to say, he's not accepting my pings, so it's gonna have to be face-to-face, and I'm done leaving the office.
I've learned that he set up shop in Black Lake Towers, where they had the flood. That's what I have. Cost me a good sum. What more do you want to know?
What don't you already know? They're the most powerful syndicate in the Common, and definitely here on Velis. I wouldn't go up against them if we had choice, but we don't. And if we don't get those havers back, our cluster is doomed. There are countless narcissistic bullshitters like me, and even more brawny quiet types like you around. We're expendable. But the alphas and betas are the hydroponic overseers, the medicals, the code jockeys, the reactor bosses and the like. Without them, we're voided, to put it mildly. Unless you happen to know how to operate a Class 4 tokamak or regulate protein growth. Yeah, I know it's abandoned. And no, I don't know how to find it. That's why I'm asking you to do it, fuckbrains! We need those people back pronto. Go get them.
missing body. Can't help you. I'm on my break. And stay out of the freezers, unless you want to end up in them.
Hey, what did you find out? Huh. This pad says the bodies were owned by a bio-choice farmer. How the fuck can they own a corpse? And what the hell is a vidium? Also says corpses were to be delivered to the bio-choice farmer facility. That's over in Nick Road. You're gonna have to check it out. What the hell do those ghoulish fucks want with corpses? Go have a look, will you? No corpse, no pay. sucked it out of her like she's some sort of fermented sauce keg. How did she get it in the first place? I bet it's connected to that fucking soda they make. Andina couldn't stop drinking that crap. But where did they get the video from in the first place? I want answers. Hook me up through your imp so I can check their server data for myself. I want it unfiltered. And give me some Avidium too. Found both logs and an actual sample. Upload me those logs. Alright. Now let's see what those bastards were up to. You won't believe this. That fucking alien you wasted was sliming out low-grade Avidium somehow. And these assholes discovered that it could be refined in warm bodies. Fuck knows how they found that out. So they started adding it to the feral soda, and they kept dibs on big drinkers, like my Aunt Dina. She was a fucking brewing vet to them. The process killed her, and they just sucked the high-grade Avidium out of her body. And then they made big bucks from shipping the 348 off-planet. Those motherfuckers! I'm gonna expose the bastards. Shut their deranged operation down for good. Everyone's bring me that sample. I'm still at the Serenity. We'll bust this fucking scam wide open.
And your biomark here.
Oh,
and
it's
here.
you. Yeah, well,
The sum
there
will be in
won't
your
be any
account
next
shortly.
steps.
Have a
Can't
nice
talk
day,
about
Mr.
it.
Fossum.
I still need that sample, though. I've transferred your pay, and I added something to match the extra mile you went. I know, well, this is all really for the best. It's what Andina would have wanted for me. Time to move on.
Black Lake Towers. 0, sentience. Constant. Sector empty. Nothing to see. Move along. Reboot. Rescan. Caution. Sentient presence.
Jävigina, teknik, tufalla, läsumfet, man göttinger. Det typ ekonomer, typ dagar, typ teknik, gifu, effektivt, man. Ekonomer, fu, ett nu, att email, att förmästnaren, vinner, kvastava. Tagni elhus, summa, finger, målnäta, ni, alda, vilket. Det är att nöjen, det tror Regina, ja den tava, alla badni.
Not now. I've almost cracked the distributed cognition. Whoa! Where did you come from? No, wait. Who the hell are you? And how did you find us? This is supposed to be a secret hideout. I knew I should have gotten those turrets online long ago. Then you'd be a red smear on the floor. Never rely on secrecy alone. And again, I'm obviously still alive, so what do you want? Why are you here? Boone sent you. Yeah, I know that faithless cred stacker all too well. What does he need? Yeah, without those havers, you're in deep trouble. I got 2 Nestkin in 13. Poon must know that, the bastard. All right, I'll help. But this is not for Poon. What do you need? I'm already logged on to the surveillance server. Let's have a look-see. Seems a whole bunch of invalid tags passed a scan gate at the Cosmodrome a few subcycles ago. The biometrics match your havers, but... So I can't say where your havers are now. If Obi took them, you're gonna have to ask them why yourself. They've requisitioned an old Hydracat branch office up by the node. Way above where we're at now, like whole other tier. Anything else? I won't bore you with the quiche reproduction process, okay? Nestkin are like sapient DNA relatives. Sort of. Well, I've gathered some premium net jockeys here for a little project. We were supposed to be hidden here. Wonder how Poon got his intel. Call me Noghead. My real name doesn't translate well. I know everybody treats OV like the big, scary boogeyman, but they're just doing business like everyone else. They could be talked to, just don't threaten them. Look, you'll probably need my help again before this is over. I passed your imp into my comms. Ping if you need me. And just to be clear, I'm doing this for Cluster 13, and Poon will owe me when we're done. Oh,
And I bumped up your permissions with the arcology reg, so you can access the node. Moving up in the world.
Fantastic. Amazing. Well done. Now we just need to wait for the bacteria to grow. I will inform you when the time comes to harvest the experiment. Exciting!
This is The Feed, with yours truly, Grateful Abbott. The wildly popular quiche rhapsodizer, True Talk, is embarking today on Here Intercom Tour, visiting 20 systems in 20 cycles.
sitting around and waiting here.
Yeah, I'm gonna help. And you're gonna owe me a huge one, you short-changing son of a bitch. Especially after what you pulled last time.
Don't be a crybaby. So I screwed you over. Happens all the time. Can you locate my missing indents or not?
Don't worry your cheap ass, Poon. We'll find them.
Yeah. I'll leave you two lovebirds to it. It's a fucking mystery. Onyx Void is a multi-stellar syndicate, and we're Hordian sperm to them. I'd love to know his pain.
I gotta admit, it's real strange Ovi decided to grab hackers from the low tiers, even if they're alphas. What do they want with them? Then again, everything's kind of fucked right now. The Ascent Group AGI going quiet, that just shouldn't happen. The Tangle's all abuzz with conspiracy theories. I've been a bit too focused on our little project in here. It actually feels quite good to reconnect to the world for a bit.
hold your own? You mind pitching in for a sec? You could really use the help. Perfect! See, here's what's going on. We actually have a prison break in progress in the club. Yeah, that's right. The inmates are getting all uppity, and they finally found a way out. You have already gotten out, but it could be many, many more. We gotta stop them, of course, but here's the catch. They've got access to a big old fucking neck as well. Shouldn't be too much to handle for a tough guy like you, no? So yeah, we need you to head to the prison and stop the breakout. Don't worry, I'll make it worth your while. Big time. That is, assuming you manage to get back here in one piece.
Takes its name from the central node tree, facilitating thousands of transactions every hour.
Mid-tier commerce hub. Don't get caught up in the deal-making. Focus on the job.
Yeah, what do you want? Oh, you're here for the stuff. Oh shit, about time you came on by. I've been holding this for ages. Now you be careful with this shit, mark my words. This is grade A nuclear level roids we're talking about here. Might be a little intense for some. But hey, what you do with it, how much you use or don't use, none of my business. Anyway, here you go. Now get the fuck out of here. Now.
I'm 438 hung, and you're on a timer. Attacked a meeting. I have no idea what you're jabbering about, but that ugly speech hole of yours would be much improved by staying closed. So you've lost a few habbers. How does this concern Onyx Void exactly? Careful where you point those digits, Indent. But as it happens, you're in luck. I know where your precious habbers are, but there's an inquiry fee. Then I have a proposal. Do a small job for me, and you'll get the information. One of my operatives is being held by the Rojin. Of course not. He's spoilt goods. Flatline both him and the Rojin holding him. No witnesses. Onyx Void always cleans up. The operative is presently being entertained at a Rojin Oyabun's penthouse in the top of the East Gemini Tower. Expect a warm reception. I want my operative's tag as proof of the termination. Do not fail me. Onyx Void always cleans up.
an E. coli bacteria.
If you aggro Onyx Void on us, I'm gonna hang you out to dry. Gotta protect the cluster. You understand, I'm sure. After all, we are poking the biggest fucking crime syndicate in the com. Let's not be your fright idiots about it.